Hey guys, welcome back to Real Housewives Recaps. Today, we're talking these two. That's right, back in the news. And I wanted to get my favorite co host here with me, and we kind of wanted to give you our thoughts on more stuff happening with these two. Say hi, favorite co host. Honk honk.
Honk Honk, show me them honkers. Hey, this is Jay, also known as Dr. Bad Vibes. You can find me also on YouTube and Twitch. Sometimes I live stream, but I mostly play video games. But today I'm here to talk about royal, ex-royal things that may
Yes.
want to be royal again. I don't know. That got snubbed.
So, the feedback on the last video we did, where we just sat down and talked about what's going on, was wonderful. Thank you, everybody who wrote us. We really appreciate that. Honk honk, you drunk goose club. So we wanted to do that again. We found these articles. We kind of wanted to talk about what we think it means, and Jay had some funny takes on it, so we just kind of want to talk through it. And the first one we found here is on Mirror, and it says Harry and Meghan rattled after Emmy snub that could cost 300 million in media deals.
Well, first off, of course they got snubbed. Well, actually, let me take a step back. Let's just assume we live in a world where all these Hollywood award things aren't just glorified self-congratulatory, reach around powered with fistfuls of cash, just going back and forth. I mean, it's just pretty much marketing, which I mean I don't know a lot about, well, I know very little about talent agencies, like who ranks, but it sounds like they have a pretty high-powered talent agency. If they couldn't manage to get them nominated, um, that says something. That says that they're probably done. But $300 million, I don't know about that. I don't know where that number's coming from. And I mean, again, let's pretend that this thing is real. Any awards ceremony. If you're going to give any kind of award to a documentary, wouldn't you rather give it to I mean, I don't know what the competition was this year, but when I hear documentary, I think of like the Planet Earth ones, like the David Attenborough narrated, not the Disney Plus Megan narrated junk, but stuff like that. They put a lot of time and effort into not a glorified vlog or MTV True Life. Yeah, where they just sit in front of the camera and just cry for no good reason. I mean, just whine about how they were, well, and just lie, really. I mean, they've been caught up in so many lies. I mean, if you had a documentary that was just like a proven lie, then would you really want to give it an award? So, I mean, that could be part of it. I mean, I'm rambling a lot here, but I guess what I'm trying to get to is that I think Hollywood's done with them. I mean, they have nothing to offer other than whining, and they've gotten caught in their lies. So, the end.
So, side note, you guys are so smart in the comments. You let me know of something that I didn't know, and Jay doesn't know this, so this is going to be his real reaction here. So, speaking of that stupid elephants documentary, which, by the way, we watched a minute of, and we are like, oh, God, make it stop. And I love animals. It's hard to make that stuff boring for me, but congratulations, Megan, you did it. Which we will be covering on Patreon, by the way. I'm excited to talk about that. But anyway, so Natalie Portman, of course, became the new narrator for, it's called Secret of the Elephants. And that one got nominated for an Emmy. Ha 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 ha. So, more reasons to smash plates in Montecito. And the other reason to smash plates is, think about this. Well, Maggie Poo and Captain Complains a Lot did not get any kind of Emmy nomination. Her dad Thomas won Emmys for Outstanding Lighting Direction. So, again, in a very mature way, I'll say ha 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 ha.
Wow. So obviously I didn't know any of that. So that's pretty funny. And yeah, I mean, I like a good documentary. Actually, I mentioned earlier the Planet Earth series. I actually own those on HD DVD, not Blu-ray. HD DVD. Who remembers that? You want to know how to win? If there's ever a format war going on, a sure way to know how to win is to buy what I don't. I've got those sitting beside my pile of mini discs and beside my brother's laser discs. But
We like to piss away our money.
yes. But I actually would like to see the Natalie Portman one. I'd heard about that, but I haven't watched it yet. anyways, so yeah, I mean, they can't even get her to speak for the elephants. So, I mean, again, what?
Did she lie for them?
Yeah,
We're a bunch of zebras.
yeah, she probably told a lie, and the elephants never forget.
Yeah.
They're holding a grudge,
Oh
but they're like, get Dumbo out of here.
boy. Yeah.
And she flies away with her magic feather. Anyways, so yeah, I mean, that probably means they're done. I guess it may be time for Prince Pity Party to get on the phone with King Pa and ask for his birthday horse, I guess. But speaking of, yes, so the birthday horse emoji is now active in the group. We are floored by the support on those. So it's actually unlocked more slots than I anticipated. So I'm going to fill, I don't know how many are open now. It's like, I think at least 2 more. It may be 3. I'm going to figure that out, and I'll fill those with some more silly stuff. But again, thanks to everybody for the support. I mean,
Yes.
and we're seeing all the emojis pop up, and it's been hilarious. So it's great.
So did you just say you're going to fill them slots and show them your honkers? What is happening here?
Yeah, unfortunately, that horse can only fit in 1 slot. So we'll see what else we can do. But yes, we can be showing each other some honkers soon.
Yes. Yes, a huge thank you to everybody who clicked that join button. I've been trying to go through and individually thank you as I notice you're on that tier. It really means so much. Anything earned from that goes right back into the channel, upgrading equipment, that sort of thing. Thank you guys so much for the support there. It's been beyond our belief. I mean, beyond our wildest dreams. Thank you guys so much. So next, we have another article that I thought, Jay, you could maybe fill us in from Harry's point of view on. Here we go. Let's take a look at this. Strap into your birthday horse and get ready for this one. Newsweek is reporting Prince Harry must now become royal again after Emmy snub. You guys, I screenshot this one and sent it to Jay, and we have been laughing about that. Just the idea that all of a sudden he can become royal again. I'm sorry. Hasn't he burnt every bridge ever? Haven't the pair of them burnt every bridge ever? Who in their right mind would welcome them back? There's no way. I believe Charles has been very kind to Harry especially, and will always love him as his son. But there is no way they'd be welcomed back to be royal again. There's just no way. They fail at everything, and they're terrible people, and they tried to drag down, the monarchy with them. So there's just no. I'm calling bullshit on this too, but let's make fun of it.
Yeah, I can hear that phone call now. Oh, hey, hello, King Pa. Can we come back? Can we go back to doing, not much and getting money for not much? And, I mean, I can't imagine they would take them back. I mean, obviously he's Harry's the son. I'm sure he still loves him. He'd probably have to dump Meghan to have any chance. And even still, I mean, the public perception, he'd have to, I don't know, he'd have to start at, like, Windsor, like peeling potatoes and mowing the lawn until he can work his way back up, I think. It would take a lot to repair that damage that he's done. I mean, the stuff they said about, his own family, like, the claims that were pretty outlandish, and then, even if he wanted to bring Meghan back, I mean, what's he going to be like? He's like, oh, it's okay. She doesn't eat much, and she can make her own clothes.
Yes.
You don't have to give her anything. Yeah, she's not going to want anything, right?
Right. Notoriously.
Yeah, she notoriously doesn't spend much on her, or famously doesn't spend much on her outfits, right?
Uh-huh.
And although I guess I would believe it if she made them herself, because they don't seem to be tailored that well. But yeah, I mean, I don't see I don't see them coming back as a pair, unless something just totally off the wall happens. I mean, King Pa's been nice through all this, but I mean, there's got to be a limit.
Yeah, he called Camilla his wicked stepmother. I mean, he really talks shit about her in that book. You name it, he's tried to bash them. His brother, Catherine. Just everything he said. They're both awful people. There's just no way. So I think it's funny that Newsweek's trying to say, well, I guess his only plan is to become royal again. And actually, I believe that that is his backup plan, but I just would think there's no way that the family would welcome him back in that respect. I think the family will probably always love him, not so much her, but but welcome him back. No, that's a completely different thing. There's just no way. No way. They wouldn't do that to William and Catherine either. The disrespect Harold and Fraud showed them, I just can't imagine that they would overlook all of that and just be like, okay guys, come on back. You've shown what hard work ethics you guys have. Come on back. You've shown that you put other people first and that you're prepared to do a life of service. Come on back. Yeah, right. P.S. I love that you're picking up these details, Jay, like that she can make her own clothes and she doesn't eat much. Yeah, that's something that Harry said in the book Spare when he was outraged that Charles dare say something like, I don't know if we can afford to take her on. But it turns out Charles was right. She outspent all the other royals in Europe for the 72 days. My God. Including polo matches and stuff. Anyway, that fact still blows my mind a little bit. It rattles around in my head quite a bit.
Well, sometimes I just happen to hear you record things, and it's such a train wreck, I have to listen.
Yeah.
Just like everybody else. Hello.
So I want to go back for a second. Something you said is really resonating with me that another layer I didn't think about. Again, Jay, you're on it today. I'm very proud of you for paying such close attention to this. So it is interesting that their big, high-powered new agency, I guess hers, I don't know if he signed with them or not, but that WME couldn't get them nominated. I don't know anything about this, and I really don't want to know anything about this, but I thought that was the whole thing. It's like who you know and who pays who and who greases whose palms, that kind of thing. But also the idea that Netflix doesn't seem to have the pull to get them nominated. I think that says a lot right there. But like you said, Jay, it was just like, I don't know, a 6-hour, however many hours. I lost the will to count them at that point. It was so hard to watch. 6-hour wine fest. It was just awful. So yeah, we could sit on our couch and lie for 6 hours and see if we could get paid for it and see if we could get nominated for an Emmy.
Maybe I could get nominated for some kind of YouTube apology award if I go on and make a song with my automaton.
Oh, God.
Much like the Miranda Sings Colleen Ballinger lady. If you haven't kept up with that is a train wreck. That's pretty hilarious, but that's a whole other story.
The story is disgusting.
Yeah,
the
it's
hilarious.
everything behind it's just gross.
Yeah.
I don't recommend looking it up,
No.
but the video she put up is comedy gold. That's probably the best quote. The best apology video I've seen on YouTube.
That's saying something. Yeah, if you don't know what he's talking about, we're not going to go there because it involves underage disgustingness. But can we just tell you the apology video is like nothing we've ever seen? And this is weird. We like to watch the YouTuber apology videos because they usually are horrendous, but this one takes the cake. So that's why he's talking about it. And yeah, maybe if we grab ukulele and your automaton, we could win an Emmy.
Yeah, and we say this is the worst one after probably taking the crown from somebody doing an interpretive dance for doing something equally as bad.
Yeah.
And thought that it's like, I'm going to do an interpretive dance and it'll make everything go away.
Yes. So let's bring that full circle to Harry and Meghan. So let's pretend like they're the YouTubers who have been bashing their families and saying horrible things and proven lying about them. How are they doing their apology? Interpretive dance, ukulele. Harmonica?
Mr. Beast style. They're going to crash a train into a wall or blow up a bank or maybe cure 100 blind people.
Wow.
Maybe, that is a good point. You got a YouTuber that's, rich from, stunts and selling chocolate, actually doing charity on video where you've got this supposed charity, you making all this money and like, what are they doing?
Yeah.
Hand out some hearing aids.
There
do something useful.
But yeah, if you want entertainment, just look up on YouTube, YouTuber apology videos, because that's hours of enjoyment right there. People will rank them and will explain what they're apologizing for. And it usually, like, there's fake tears. It's everything Meghan does: fake tears, whining, lying, complaining, all that stuff. So we fall down rabbit holes watching that stuff. But turning it back to these two, so I put it to you guys, my drunk goose club, honk honk, and I ask you, what is their next move? We've talked about this in videos recently, but I'm always curious to know your thoughts on this. There's nothing they could possibly do to salvage anything. I just wonder, what do you think their next move will be? Jay, what do you think it will be?
I think we're down to the final move that I've been trying to predict for a while, which is divorce. I wonder which one will file. Sounded like Harry was in the early runnings. Now it sounds like maybe Meghan. I don't know. It's like a weird horse race. But
Birthday horse?
no birthday. The divorce horse.
What would the divorce horse be like?
He'd be like, do you want to stay married? No.
Alimony. Alimony pony.
Yeah, if you want alimony, clop your hooves 2 times.
Divorce horse.
Well, we got a new emoji now. We got the divorce horse riding through. But I mean, realistically, Hollywood is definitely done with them as a pair. I don't know what else they could possibly even salvage from this. And Megan's the more disliked of the two. What's she gonna do? Is she gonna go off on her own and just
be in the bodyguard too?
Yeah, be in the bodyguard too, which is totally a thing that's going to happen.
Yes.
I think the only person that may be able to come out of this okay is probably Harry. If he shuts up and goes off the privacy tour and goes on the apology tour, he might be able to turn his image around. Maybe, I don't know. I mean, he's not. I mean, he's kind of the pawn in this story, but he's not totally innocent. I mean, again, he wrote that book, and unless that was altered by Meghan, which I doubt. It sounds like he needed a filter that he didn't get. I mean, I don't know. He might be able to repair his image, or he could at least. I mean, well, Prince Andrew's a thing, so I mean, he might be able to at least hide in a mansion and get a little money for a while. But yeah, I think that's where we're at.
I don't know. I've lost all feeling sorry for that doofus. I think a lot of us are at that point. I think about how he couldn't even be bothered to stick around his dad's coronation, how he makes it so much more of a priority to show up for court cases in London than actually go have real conversations with his family. So no, I'd say fuck that guy. They both suck. They deserve each other. They can rot in their shit show Olive Garden for all I care. I just don't care.
That is a good point. I mean, the how many people can say that their dad or mom was crowned as a king or queen of anything? And then in the UK, I mean, how many kings and queens have they had over the years? Versus the general population, not a whole lot. Yeah. I mean, it's pretty historic, and they just show up, buh, buh, and okay, I go home now. I mean, that's pretty disrespectful.
Yeah. But God bless Anne's red feather. Can I just say that? I love her. Well, guys, my Drunk Goose Club, I appreciate you all so much. I truly do. I thank you all for being here, for all the love and support. You don't know what that means. Consider hitting that join button. I have had people ask if the stickers are available on Patreon. Unfortunately, it's totally separate because Patreon is its own thing. It doesn't do the emojis. I wish I could somehow do that, but that's a YouTube specific thing. So, but we appreciate support however you choose to give it, whether it's just watching the videos, hitting the thumbs up, hitting that thank you button, the stickers, the Patreon, all of it means so much, the merch. We appreciate every single one of you so much. We appreciate the Drunk Goose Club. Honk honk. I sound drunk right now. And couldn't do all this without you guys. Jay, tell everybody where to find you when you're not part of our Drunk Goose Club. And tell them what stickers to expect next. I want a divorce horse.
You can find me also on YouTube as Dr. Bad Vibes and Twitch. And maybe I'll stream again soon. I haven't done that in a while. If you haven't,
Oh yeah, I want to play games.
yeah, we can play some games together. We'll s-
We'll figure it
we'll figure out when, but yeah, it seems like I've got some more emojis to make. So maybe divorce horse is clopping, galloping through the fields.
Fire.
Yeah, on fire, screaming.
I'm obsessed with Divorce Horse. That is hilarious. Bring it on. You guys, thanks for everything. We can't wait to bring you more like this. Definitely check out the merch. We got, of course, all the Drunk Goose Club stuff. Make it make sense. Recollections may vary. We also have Patreon, patreon.com/Real Housewives Recaps. That's where we do the bonus deep dives. All the extra content goes over there. We're putting up stuff about every other day to every other, like every 2 to 3 days. Something's going up over there. So check that out as well. And that's where you can become an executive producer. So I'm going to thank my executive producers right now. A huge thank you to Linda. Thank you, Melissa. Thank you to Paige. Huge thank you to Teresa. Thank you, Mary. Thank you, Amy. Thank you, Kay. Thank you, Shauna. Thank you, Brenda. Thank you, Aaron and Frank. Thank you, Kristen. Thank you, Ann M. Thank you, Amanda. Thank you, Ann H. Thank you, Karen. Thank you, Glynis. Thank you, Karen. Thank you, Patty. Thank you, Adair Becker. Thank you to Erica. Thank you, Amber. Thank you, Annette. Thank you, Barb G. Thank you to Diana. Thank you, Allison B. Thank you, Jean. Thank you, Lori. Thank you to Pauline. Thank you to KT. Thank you, Jolene. Thank you, Stromboli. Thank you, Catherine. Thank you, Loie. Thank you, Lucy H. Thank you to Georgia. Thank you, Susie. Thank you, Nikki. Thank you, Robbins Landing. Thank you to Helen. Thank you to Mara. Thank you, Ashley C. Thank you to Molly. Thank you, Amber. Thank you, Ashley. Thank you, Amanda. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you, Sand Squid. Thank you to Rach. Thank you, Linda. Thank you, Leslie. Thank you, Dee Dee. Thank you, Nina. Thank you, Heather. Thank you, Tracy. Thank you, Penny. Thank you, Domby. Thank you, Android P. Thank you to Sheena. Thank you, Aaron M. Thank you, Faye. Thank you, Judith. Thank you, Spectrum Mom. Thank you, Vanessa B. Thank you, Christy. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you, Mimi Heathcote. Thank you, Misty. Thank you, Candy. Thank you, Anita. Thank you, Leslie. Thank you to Bree. Thank you, Sandra. Thank you, Stephanie. Thank you to Elvis Rose here on YouTube. Thank you to Lori. Thank you, Tim B. Thank you, Jean. Thank you, Jennifer. Thank you, Stephanie. Thank you, Aaron. Thank you, Kathy. Thank you, Elisa. Thank you, Kathy with a C. Thank you, Allison. Thank you, Christina. Thank you, Nancy. Thank you, Marianne. Thank you to Patricia. Thank you, Lindsay. Thank you, Ridley. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, Jill. Thank you, Tracy. Thank you, John. Thank you, Donna D. Thank you, Diana. Thank you, Chewy. Thank you, Christina. Thank you, 509 Cougs. Thank you, Julie. Thank you, BJ. Thank you, Big Bad John. Thank you, Amy. Thank you, Duck Barf. Your name is always funny to me. Thank you, Susie. Thank you, Vicky loves her corgi. Thank you, Charisse. Thank you, Kate. Thank you, Genesee. Thank you, Essie. Thank you, Lady Grandmother. Thank you, Christy. Thank you, Funky Buddha. And thank you, Trish. Thank you, Nancy. Thank you, Kate Coffee. Thank you, Anne. Thank you, Sheila. Thank you, Laura. Thank you, Kay. Can you guys believe I ran out of namespace on the other one, so I had to start a new list here. It's just unbelievable. Thank you to everybody who has signed up to be an executive producer. If you're interested, definitely check out patreon.com/Real Housewives Recaps. Thank you guys for everything. Have a great day. Bye-bye.